really proud of our guys for the fight that we displayed this afternoon. You know, we've been in some situations like this, and I'd like to think that we've learned from them. And we were able to make just some huge plays down the stretch. At the under 4-minute timeout, we were down. And we talked about in the huddle, like just what a great story this would be in Madison Square Garden on a Saturday afternoon. You know, this is a stage that you dream of being, and that we were going to make a play. We were going to make plays. It was about getting stops and then coming down and executing. And we did that. And their kids stepped up and made 2 huge free throws. We called the timeout, and we drew something up that we thought that would work, but it had options. And the last thing that, you know, was said to our guys before we went back out there was, you know, one of you 5 guys is going to make a huge play in Madison Square Garden. And our guys executed the play, and JB made a huge play. And but again, guys throughout the game did that. I thought our defense was really good. I thought we did a good job of attacking and getting to the foul line. And this afternoon, we did a really good job of knocking in free throws. And so, really proud of our team. Big time win. We beat a good basketball team. And so, we need to move forward with this, and hope this is something we can build on.
Questions, please, for the players?
First half, you guys were down 10, I think around the 10-minute mark. You guys returned the ball over a lot. And, you know, it looked like it was getting out of hand, but then you guys started to fight back. You got scored in the rest of the half. What happened in that moment, and how did you turn things around?
Well, it reminded me a little bit of Virginia. We were down 10 at Virginia, and we were able to get back. And we were able to just gradually chip away at the lead. The thing we talked about in that moment was, obviously, we have to value the basketball. We have to make good decisions. You know, a lot of their points were coming off of those turnovers. So I thought for the rest of the half, we did a better job of being strong with the basketball, protecting the basketball, and that enabled us to get back in it.
For any other players, first half you guys seemed like offensively you was out of sync, you know, did a lot of 6 screens for them. Second half you guys closed all the lanes, hip to hip. You know, what was the difference between the first half and the second half defensively?
I think just our focus, our communication got better, and we just knew in order for us to win, we had to lock in on the defensive end. And I feel like in the second half, we made that important emphasis, and we were able to execute.
Same as he said, you know, I feel like that second half, we knew we had to make big plays. You know, that doesn't only mean offense, you know, defensively, you know, getting charges and everything like that. So I feel like we just kind of try to sacrifice our bodies or our energy, our spirit, everything we could to get this win. You know, we've been in this situation countless times this season. You know, this is the greatest arena in the world. You know, why not step it up and get a big win here?
And one of the biggest plays, I mean, there were so many, but, you know, Mo got beat on a drive, but he didn't give in to it. He pursued it. He made, not only did he make a heck of a block, but he saved it and got us another possession. You know, Will Jeffers taking a charge, big time charge. I mean, there were so many plays down the stretch made by our guys where we were connected.
Marius, what was that feeling like when you saw that final shot go in, you know, celebrating with your teammates on the court?
For me, it just felt good that we were able to get the win. For me, I just trusted my work, and down the stretch, I just took what the defense gave me, and that was getting to a spot and just pulling up and elevating.
They always say, for the players again, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You know, coaches was calm, and you guys, even if the score was going up, you guys stayed calm, played defense, better defense, especially back on the back end. Even though you guys was getting beat, everybody just all around. So could you explain that and go from there?
Yeah, I think regardless of the score, Coach does a great job of keeping us confident and letting us know that we are able to win the game. And I think regardless of the score, when we was down 10 and facing adversity, the defense wasn't going our way. We were just locking into our leader and following his lead, and we were able to do that today and get the win.
Yeah, like you said, you know, like I feel like the entire coaching staff just believes in us. You know, they trust us. Before the game, he said, you know, he's seen us all play the strongest at 100%, you know. And he said if all 5, all 13 members of the team all play that way, we can beat anybody, you know. So before we even stepped on the court, he put that out there. You know, we know he has that confidence in us. no matter what the score is, to just go out there and finish the job.
But
Okay, Jay.
Jeff, you talked about how this game was a realization of having been in the situation before and finally executing and pulling through. How much of a pick-me-up do you think this will be going into ACC play?
Hopefully huge. I mean, to be able to come on the road, even though it's a neutral place, we're still in New York. And, you know, this is St. John's city. And so we looked at it as a road game, you know, to be able to come in here and to be able to beat a team that's, I think it's a really good team. I know they had a really good player out. And first and foremost, I hope he's okay, and I hope he gets better. We have so much love for that family, for Julian, obviously the relationship with Justin, and his family. But still, they have a really good basketball team, and they're a very competent team. They're a very well-coached team. And so hopefully, the thing that I'm most proud of is that we stuck together. You know, through adversity, through not shooting the basketball well, you know, we still stuck together. We did it defensively. We stepped up and made big plays, not just the shots, but, you know, getting a stop, like I said, the charge, his block and saving it, getting loose balls, you know, those things like that. We're going to enjoy this on the ride back, but then we have to be ready to move on to the next play. We play one more before Christmas, then get a little break, and then come back and get ready for conference. So hopefully this does infuse in us, you know, that we can do it if we stay together and we compete together all the time.
Coach, you just said a lot of different things about your team. Mentally, you know, you lost Virginia Coast. How does that say from that game to this, your team mentally and physically?
You know, our team has been through so much already this year, and it feels like it's been so long, but it's been so much. You know, we felt like that we were going to have a really good team. And the work that we did in July, in August, in September, and October was leading to that. And we had a way that we were playing and everything was going. And then all of a sudden, a week before we played, one of our best guards tears his ACL. And then a few days later, one of our other best guards gets hurt. JV's already hurt. And so we go into the season with one scholarship guard. And 2 days before the game, our first game, with a style that we've played that we have to maybe change in 2 days. And it's been a lot. The thing that I'm so proud of with this group, and I tell them all the time, they continue to show up. And that can be hard when things aren't going well. It's very easy in those moments to point a finger, to feel like it's just not going, and just not show up. Every day these guys have shown up trying to get better. They've tried to listen. We've had some gut punches, those 2 injuries, and those are 2 really important guys for us. But then the Minnesota game, the Virginia game, where we feel like we haven't won, similar to this, and it just doesn't go our way. We've talked about almost. We've talked about defeating almost. We almost had a rebound. We almost had a stop. We almost had a loose ball. And I think we're learning how to do that. We're still a fairly young team, and these guys are old, but they're new to us. And so I think we're getting better. And even though we've lost some games, I think we're getting better. And hopefully this will give us the confidence to continue to push it forward.
Brian, your question?
Coach said in the huddle, you know, he expects one of you guys to make a play. Were you the guy who was supposed to make the play there? Was the shot for you all the way? And what were you thinking as you come?
I mean, he drew the play up with all 5 options, giving everybody an opportunity, just based off what the defense gives us. And for me, when I came down the pace, I saw the ball screen, and I just found a spot. I looked at the shot clock, and I found a spot that I liked, and I just raised and elevated. That's basically it.
How calm are you in that type of situation where it's all on you?
For me, I've been in those situations before. I just came up short. So for me, just having the confidence to step up again was really big.
How often do you work on that shot?
I mean, I work on the mid-range shots a lot. So for me, I had that confidence going into it.
Well, what was it like playing in front of your hometown crowd back in New York tonight?
It was great. You know, I mean, I lived in New York 20 years of my life, and I've never been in Florida before. So this being my first time here, my family's here, my friends is here, you know, I'm just grateful, you know, it's a great experience to be here, playing in front of my family, to play with these guys, and just play on the greatest screen in the world. You know, just a couple nights ago, I made a my record with Bro Cammy on that same court playing, you know, it's crazy. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity and glad we could walk out of here and win.